Welcome to Baleia,
You want some eggplant?
where a taste of Portugal is nestled in Boston's South End.
I know a lot about Portuguese culinary, so I was very happy to find some items in the menu that I could, relate to culturally.
Here, the aroma of freshly baked Portuguese bread and simmering spices are transporting guests to the country's sun-kissed shores.
It is Santa Luzia, named after this beach that's famous for its beautiful sunsets.
Every dish tells a story full of flavor and tradition, many of which were uncovered through travel.
So the concept was inspired by a couple trips to Portugal, and we wanted to bring the flavors of Portugal, highlight Portuguese food in a modern, new way with using New England ingredients.
Chef and partner Andrew Hebert has written a love letter to Portugal through dishes like
Cataplana, which is a seafood stew that is inspired by a traditional dish from the Algarve region of Portugal. We also have our piri piri chicken, which is very popular. Serve it with French fries, which is very traditional way of serving it.
the menu, also featuring dishes like octopus carpaccio and sautéed shrimp. Plates are meant to create a communal culinary experience.
It's just a lot of share, share, share. So food just kind of comes as it's ready, and people are just, passing plates around the table.
And when it comes to cocktails and wine, the theme continues.
It was kind of like, well, we're featuring a heavily Portuguese-inspired menu. I just thought, what a better way to complement the food is to just feature an all-Portuguese wine list.
People and wine director Tony Maiorino on curating her list.
The wines in front of me are kind of near and dear to my heart in particular. I remember having this wine and thinking, this is one of the most delicious things I've ever tasted.
Jewel of Marrakesh?
No, Furnace Spring, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Maiorino says many guests start with a cocktail and then transition to wine over the course of their meal. But the Portuguese influence isn't just found in the food and drink. The ambiance enchants as well.
A lot of arches, and then at night when the lights go down, we have this sort of glow in the restaurant that sort of just reminds me of like a sunset in Portugal.
In downtown Natick, a new retail concept is buzzing.
Ooh, Zuzu.
The Hive Natick, a retail collective accelerator space.
This space is built for small businesses to be able to share the burden of overhead and shopkeeping, test out new concepts before they have to make the full commitment of opening a business by themselves.
Hive director and founder Jill Horahan is also the owner of Metro Pets Natick and says she knows firsthand the financial strain and struggle of opening a small business.
I wanted to provide something that was going to just bridge that gap and make the step into independent retail a little bit easier.
Hive tenants can sign a 4-month to a 1.5-year lease.
I was a children's wear designer for Marc Jacobs in New York City, and then I lived in London and I designed for Burberry.
Oh, fancy.
Isabel Miller's infant and clothing shop, Hedgehog Belly Designs for Littles, was one of the first businesses to take residency.
It's been amazing. I've definitely grown my customer base hugely since I moved in here. It's definitely been a great test of how Hedgehog Belly would do here in Natick, and I feel like this is home for my business.
I use 100% soy wax.
The Hive is more than just a retail space. It's a community, says shop resident Heather McNamara.
The shared experience has been the most important thing for me.
McNamara is owner and designer of Hedge and Heather, a candle making experience.
I teach workshops on how to make candles. I am very into crystal healing and manifestation, and my candles specifically target that.
I happen to have one right here. But
Hive resident Kim Rickard, owner of 10 Tree Books.
I have been interested in opening a bookstore in Natick for a while.
Now she's testing the waters at the Hive. Rickard says the concept is transforming the retail landscape, one pop-up at a time.
You don't have to invest in the capital expenditures, like you don't have to put in the floor and the lights. You just come in with your concept and see if it's sustainable in Natick. It's an opportunity that everybody should seek out, and if other towns want to do it, it's a great idea.
We are here in Joey and Chandler's bachelor pad where they spent
hours playing foosball and hours sitting in these chairs right here, lounging, watching TV. Still ahead on your TV, a new scent on Newbury Street.